Well, the boundary, it doesn't actually cover the city of Phoenix. It's north of Phoenix and sort of in the northwest corner of the state. Going up to Flagstaff is the very top border. And it's mostly just English and Spanish missionaries. Most of the Spanish are down in the valley, but a couple are further north. And I was lucky because I got to serve in the valley and up north, so I got to see both of it, and I got to serve English and Spanish speaking, so got to experience all of it. And when Flagstaff came into the mission while I was there, a couple of the missionaries spoke Navajo. They were working with some people on the reservations, so but yeah, mostly English and Spanish missionaries, and a lot more Spanish down south. Especially if you serve in the valley, there's a lot. Most people speak Spanish, honestly, and they also speak English as well. But that was something different for me. It really felt, in a lot of ways, like I was going to a very new place because so many people were speaking Spanish in the stores and on the street. And even though we weren't in the center of the city, a lot of things felt more urban than where I'm from in Colorado, and that was cool to be able to feel like we were more in the city still. Up north, it's very different. It's a lot more rural and a lot more spread out, which can make it hard to do missionary work because people are very spread out and they don't often know their neighbors. I was in one area up north that was very different. It's called Paulden, and it is very, very spread out. It's seriously the best place in the world, but how do you describe it? There's not a lot of paved roads up there, and so you feel like you're going mudding every day in your car because it rains, and when it rains, then literally everything is covered in mud, and so you just have to go through it to get to see people, and nobody goes out there, and so they think you're crazy for going out and knocking on people's doors when nobody does that up there. And so that was a different experience as well, a whole different world. It was Paulden, Arizona. Down south near Buckeye and Goodyear, there's a lot of farming going on down there, and it's also pretty spread out once you get to Buckeye. And then other areas down south are not that way. It's more suburbs and more city. And then up north, it's a lot of suburbs as well, but then also spread out. I don't know if I would say farmland, but it's very open. There are a lot of ranches and, okay, I guess a lot of farms as well. But yeah, it's just a lot more open up north. And they have beautiful forests, like in Flagstaff and Prescott. They're beautiful forests and great hiking. So it's beautiful.